Good morning, students. Welcome to the geography class for class 8, and I will be continuing the chapter which I had begun earlier, that is Asia, climate and natural vegetation. And as I told you, please use your textbook as well as the map of Asia for learning certain facts and figures, otherwise it becomes extremely difficult to remember. Now in this chapter I had begun with the easiest climatic condition. If you remember, I started with the tundra type of climate, which is also known as Arctic type of climate. And a brief revision, it is the coldest type. It is found in the polar region in the extreme north. We will turn to the map once. This is the region, extreme north. You can see the dotted region. This is where the Arctic zone is within the Arctic circle, and here we have the frigid zone. Very cold climate it has. And because of the cold climate, we don't find any forests, no natural vegetation is there. I told you the word tundra means treeless plains. So we hardly find any type of vegetation. Three names I had given you: mosses, lichens and sedges. Three things you're supposed to remember which we find in the form of natural vegetation. The animals which we find over there are typical animals which can adjust to the cold climatic condition, and other than seals and walruses, you get polar bears, here these animals have a lot of fat on their body which insulates them and protects them from the cold. Polar bears have a lot of fur on their body. Like polar bears, we may get any other animal. For instance, if we get a fox also, it will be a silver fox, white in color. A tiger will be white in color with excess amount of fur on its body. So that is a biological adaptation. So with each of the climatic types, you are learning the features of the climate, you are learning the type of vegetation, and with the vegetation comes the wildlife. So few names of animals you will learn, and of course the marking on the map where it is found. So now we proceed on with the other climatic types, and you will be doing a comparative study. Means we'll try to take two types of climatic regions together so that it is faster also. You note it down the way I am giving it to you. We take equatorial type of climate and tropical type of climate. Tropical monsoon we will call it. Equatorial climate, tropical monsoon climate. Clear? We are studying both these types of climatic conditions together. First of all, the location of the place. Equatorial means the places will be close to the equator, near the equator, on the equator. Tropical meaning it will be close to the tropics. In Asia, we have only the Tropic of Cancer passing through. Capricorn is in southern hemisphere. I give you the degree. Those places which are near this Tropic of Cancer, north or south of it, will be having tropical monsoon climate. How will you remember? We look at the map. But before that, I make you write down the names of the countries. Equatorial climatic condition is found in Malaysia, Indonesia, and part of or southern part of Philippines. And tropical monsoon climate is India, part of China, and easy to remember, all the neighboring countries of India, starting with Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan. These are few of the names. Now we look at the map. Can you see this very brightly colored region on the map of Asia? This region is a place where the equator passes through this. So all these small islands which are part of Malaysia and Indonesia, they experience equatorial climate. If you learn the location, most of the other factors you can apply and learn. Philippines I have not shaded, just a small tiny bit in the south of Philippines. Clear? That's also a group of islands. Philippines, that also experiences equatorial climate. Clear? Now, because the equator is passing through, the first feature we get, this region is, you note it point wise, very hot and very wet. Very wet meaning rainfall is very heavy. Then we look at the tropical monsoon region. The tropical monsoon region on the map, can you see where India is? Clear? Little bit of Pakistan, covering Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar I missed out, that is also a neighbor. It goes into China. China region I have not shaded much, but this entire region and this lower southeastern portion of Asia, this full region experiences tropical monsoon type of climate. You can see they are very close. So lot of similarities will be there. This is also a hot zone, but not as hot as the equatorial zone. Clear? So under tropical monsoon also you will write the first point as hot and wet. How will you differentiate? But this is also hot and wet, this is also hot and wet. Clear? So you will have to remember the figures. Hot meaning the temperature in tropical monsoon is somewhat from 25 degrees Celsius to, we can take it 35 degrees Celsius. Clear? This is average temperature, please remember. And rainfall, we will take it from average, this is average that I am writing, 200 centimeters to 300 centimeters. This is mainly during the rainy season. Okay. In the equatorial region, the temperatures, see, it is from 28 degrees to 30 and beyond little bit. We will not increase it to 30. You can write till 35, but for paperwork you can write this 28 to 35 degrees Celsius. And very wet, this exceeds 250 centimeters and above. So similarity is both the conditions are hot and wet, but difference is on the basis of the degrees Celsius and how many centimeters. So this has to be memorized. Clear? Now there is a close connection between climate and vegetation. It is very hot and very wet, so we get the second feature here, we get very dense forests. Very dense forests which are called evergreen, tropical evergreen or rain forests. They are very dense. There is no place for us to walk in between the trees. Very thick growth is there. Here also we find forests, but they are less dense. They are not so thickly populated with trees. Means there is space for us to walk in between the trees. Clear? This is in comparison to equatorial region. And these forests are also known as deciduous or monsoon forests. But some parts they also have, that is why I write it as A and B, they also have rainforests. So you see, the facts are very, very similar to each other. Both have dense forests. Which one is denser? Equatorial is denser, and tropical monsoon region, the forest is less dense. Okay, we move on to the type of rainfall. Under equatorial region, we get, this will be your third point, relating to the nature of rainfall, we get what is called convectional or 4 o'clock rain. Special type of rainfall it is. Convectional or 4 o'clock rainfall. Under tropical monsoon, we receive the monsoon rainfall. Monsoon rainfall is seasonal, and you can write in bracket, takes place during summer season. This is very important. Convectional or 4 o'clock rain. Now, note down the features about the type of rainfall. Clear? Convectional means it is being caused by convectional currents. You must have studied in physics, convectional currents form like this in water to heat up water. If this is the source of heat, or a cycle is set up, this kind of cycle, hot water rising up, dispersing towards the sides, cold water taking its place. This happens in the atmosphere. Hot air rises up, heated by the sun's heat. This air is rising up. As it goes high, it cools and moves towards the sides because space has been created here. Cold air is rushing in to take the place of this hot air which has already gone up. This cycle is set up, and this leads to the formation of clouds. And there is, because of this cycle which is known as convectional cycle, the name of the rainfall is convectional rain. It occurs between 12 noon, midday, till 4 p.m. Any time within this time, the rainfall takes place, and it takes place every day. These are the features of the rain in the equatorial region, without fail every day. In the second half, why we call it 4 o'clock? Because till 4 o'clock the time slot is there, from 12 midday till 4 o'clock. Okay, it is convectional rainfall. Third point you will write, it is very, very heavy. If you know the word torrential, you will learn it. It is very, very heavy rainfall accompanied with thunder and lightning.